Hello, Albsterz, and welcome to episode 1 of Mike and Albie on the mic. This is Michael.
Hello there.
And this is our new podcast that we're going to be doing every single week. I don't know what day it is. Whatever day it goes up, then that's going to be the schedule for it. We'll try and figure that out as time goes on. But yeah, we're just going to talk about general topics, anything, life, anime, gaming, just anything. Anything that's going on in the world and we want to talk about, then that's what we're going to be doing. So, Michael, how you been doing?
I've been doing very good. Nothing to complain about whatsoever. How about you?
Yeah, it's been actually really good recently. Really, really good. As we talked a little bit beforehand, you know, some stuff going on. But
new things, new horizons.
Yes, 2020 has been a really interesting year.
Yeah, 2020 has definitely been one of the better years of my life.
Even with like the pandemic going on, I don't know. Like, yeah, that's a bad thing that's happened, like globally, but the events going around it this year haven't been that bad, and it's like the nice light to the darkness that's outside.
Yeah, it seems to be getting better, doesn't it?
Yeah, like stuff is loosening up, and it's kind of going back to normal. But I feel like the 2 meter distancing and like facial masks, they're going to become like a norm.
Yeah, for a while, definitely. Maybe for the rest of the year, at the very least, people are going to be carrying on that sort of thing because everybody's paranoid. What I don't understand is why shops are still completely broken, even though everybody's going outside again. Like, the whole point of that, right? Yeah, I don't understand why the shops are still all completely messed up when there's no reason for it. People are going outside now. What, are people still bulk buying, even though everybody's doing their normal thing? Like, the shops are still completely messed up. You can't get an order for nothing.
No, yeah, they do have like a 2-3 week delay on it, and then the queues for some places is just like ridiculous. And they're still trying to limit the amount of stuff, but I feel like that's not like it's going to take ages for that to go back to normal as well, because you got all the pubs and that opening in about August time, they'd say. I feel like this year is a complete write-off to like normality.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it is wise that we be careful, because it will just go back to being awful again if we're rushing to going back into it all like the way we were before.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is really, because we've never witnessed or experienced like this before.
Yeah, no, like the closest thing that's ever happened to this would be like, I don't know, like plague or something like that.
Yeah, and that was back before our time.
Well, obviously, yeah.
I'm 195 years old.
So when was the last time you watched an anime?
Oh god, that's been a while. Gee, I think it must have been.
It's not been a while for me.
It must have been like Baki, something like that, and that was a couple of months ago at least.
They finished the second half of that in the end.
Yeah, I ended up finishing it, and it's brutal as fuck, and I love it. But other than that, I haven't watched any anime. Maybe I watched, but that's the live action film. I watched Death Note. We watched that on Netflix. That was quite cool.
The live action, I've never seen that.
It's really good.
I've heard it's not very good though. Really?
I liked it.
I've heard a lot of mixed opinions. Some people are like, "Oh yes, it's really cool," and some people are like, "Oh, they've just made it stupid." But I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it.
But I can't compare it. That's the first thing I've seen of Death Note. I haven't seen the anime, so I'm just going off watching the live action.
Yeah, but no, live actions are normally terrible, though. You should see some of the... Like, have you ever seen the Dragon Ball Z live action?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah. That's terrible.
It's cringy. Absolutely terrible. Have you seen the original Dragon Ball Z?
No.
So you even dislike it, even though you haven't seen the original. That really shows how bad it was.
Yeah.
Because I only hate it because they literally could not have gone further from the original source material. They just went, "Oh, we'll do what we want. We'll just put Dragon Ball Z in front of some teenage drama, and then people will go watch it."
Yeah.
Because they watched Dragon Ball when they were a child.
It's kind of like Power Rangers or whatever. I don't know. That's what it kind of gave me the feel of.
Oh, Power. Yeah, do you know what it does, actually? It does absolutely... It's less cringy than Power Rangers. I mean, no, it's more cringy than Power Rangers. Power Rangers is at least a little bit standable.
Oh, I did get told to watch. What is it? Blood Sea. I haven't actually got round to
Blood
watching
Sea.
it. Yeah. It's like a really gory anime, and obviously Attack on Titan I've been told to watch as well, because I watched the first 2 episodes of that.
Attack on Titan's like, I haven't watched much of Attack on Titan. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't like it that much because I thought it was a little bit too, trying too hard to be edgy.
Oh, okay.
And well, do you know anything about Attack on Titan?
No, I've only
anything at all.
No, I literally gave the little rule that we have of watch the 3 episodes, and then I got sidetracked with I think Tokyo Ghoul and My Hero Academia and Full Metal Alchemist.
So you have tried. You have tried.
Yeah,
Attack on Titan,
and I did like it.
The first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think I watched like 5 episodes maybe, and I just thought it was. I don't know. I've seen a lot of things that do edgy better. Black Lagoon is one of them.
Oh, okay.
Black Lagoon's really hard to watch though. You have to be ready. You have to have thick skin because it's like very like it's so adult. It's like almost like watching a horror film, but it's not. It's not a horror film. It's disturbing. It's got a lot of really serious topics. Attack on Titan. I mean, it's decent though. It's not bad.
Well, yeah,
the dub's not too bad compared to most dubs.
It just threw me by surprise at the beginning. You was just like, holy shit. And then you got like these big, naked, meaty men just running around. It's just like, what the fuck? And trying to kill him. You're just like, shit.
I just feel like they tried too hard to be edgy. And when they ran out of edge, they tried too hard to plot twist. Because as it goes on, they have these like crazy fucking things come out of nowhere. None of them feel like they were set up from the start. They feel like it feels like they just went. Because I've looked into what happens because I wasn't interested in finishing it, and I'm glad I didn't bother because it becomes like unbelievably like I don't know predictable, yeah, because you're always looking for basically it's just like I guess it's like the anime equivalent of Game of Thrones but without the quality.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say before, the final season of Game of Thrones.
Pretend that doesn't exist.
So it's kind of like a kid behind like a control room and is just pressing loads of shit buttons and just going, yeah, go on, have this, have that. Yes, I want this. Go with that.
It's just the Michael Bay of anime. But what was the other thing you said? Blood Sea?
Yeah, Blood Sea. Virtual Milk, a part of the community recommended it to me. I still need to get round to watching it. It's on Crunchyroll as well. He said there's a good dub for it.
Oh, Blood Sea. Yeah. At first I thought you meant Blood Sea as in like an ocean sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Blood like dash sea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard of this. I've not seen it. I saw it in like Kex once when I was looking through the anime section. It seems cool. It's probably also going to be edgy by the looks of it. I'm just looking at it now.
Yeah, he says very edgy, very gory, very up my street, and I should give it a watch.
Well, yeah, considering you liked Tokyo Ghoul, I'd imagine you'd like it, because Tokyo Ghoul is considered quite edgy.
Yeah, when you have that torture scene. That was my first ever anime, except from Pokemon.
Didn't you try Sword Art Online beforehand and didn't like it?
Yeah, that's too corny. That's worse than Pokemon corny. That's just oh no, Brock. Oh no, and then you got Pikachu like, oh no, Ash. No, I can't do it.
I'm not. Well, I thought Sword Art Online was okay. I liked it a lot when I first watched it, but like in hindsight, it's nothing special. I don't think. Yeah, it's kind of a few issues.
When's Thingy coming out though? I swear that was supposed to be coming out this year. 7 Deadly Sins, the new season for that, because I miss 7 Deadly Sins. Yeah.
Let me see when 7 Deadly Sins next season is coming out. I'm not a fan of it really. I couldn't get into it. I watched about 6 episodes of it. I watched it round Doran's house.
Really? Bloody hell.
Yeah. I think you were there. But I think you were too busy. I think you went home, or either that, or you. I don't really remember, but
yeah, I think because I ended up going home early. I think.
Yeah, you went home early. I don't remember why you went home early, but yeah, Aaron put it on, and then I was watching it and going like, oh, this is all right, but I never got back into it after that night because
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a bit. I don't know. I guess I consider that corny.
Yeah, I can see a bit of corny with the relationship between Mediolus and I forgot her name, the princess. It's been a while since I've watched Seven Deadly Sins.
Elizabeth.
That's it.
Well, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So they've got Seven Deadly Sins, Revival of the Commandments, which is
that's good.
The second season. Then they had let's have a look, Wrath of the Gods, which is the third season, which is out. So have you seen the third season? Wrath of the Gods.
I think so, because I watched it on Netflix.
Well, if you, I don't know what ones are on Netflix. Netflix can be behind sometimes.
Yeah, I was about to say that because they haven't added Rick and Morty new season, but I'm guessing they're under an exclusive. Have you seen the couple of new episodes for Rick and Morty? Oh my god!
No, I haven't been watching it at all. I've just
been
doing a lot of other things, watching a load of other stuff. Well, yeah, at some point I'll probably check it out.
Because they got the second half of the season for Rick and Morty that's just come out on Adult Swim, and that's ridiculously good apparently. Like it's one of the best episodes ever because there's like they call like the V lines that men have.
Yeah.
They call it something, but they bleep it all the time. And then the train guy out of Polar Express, the ticket guy.
Yeah.
They have a ticket guy in Rick and Morty, and he's buff as fuck. And he's like, oh, he's got the cuts, man. He's got the cuts. And then buff Jesus comes down from the sky and then rips his shirt.
Oh, dear.
It's fucking brilliant. Hold on.
God, dear.
Oh, it's really good.
There are three seasons on Netflix.
Oh, then I've seen them all then. Yeah,
season 4's not even been announced at the time it's coming out.
Oh,
but season
really?
3 came out. Season 3 came out in October 2019, and season 2 came out in January 2018. So it should come out soon,
Very
next
soon.
couple of months, or at least be announced.
Yeah, because they leave it on a really nutty cliffhanger. It's just like, oh, please, I want it.
Mm-hmm. So what games have you been playing?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I've been itching to I'm going to, after the podcast and all that stuff, I am literally going back to this game. I played Death Stranding finally yesterday. I finally got it.
Is it good?
Oh, it's fucking unreal. Already, I've played like an hour and a half of it, and it's my favourite game of all time.
It's your favourite game of all time.
Not yet.
You've played an hour and a half of it.
It's let me rephrase that. It's my favourite. It's up there with my favourite games of all time.
Okay.
Because it's just such a mind fuck, but at the same time you're like, oh.
Well, I know nothing about it, but I've looked into it. I remember watching the trailer back at E3, and it made no fucking sense whatsoever.
Oh yeah, even playing the game now
and shit. It doesn't make any sense.
That does get explained. It's the connection of the two different worlds that coexist. Yeah, that's the word. Within that world of Death Stranding.
Right. Well, I've actually been playing games more recently than I used to.
I was about to say what games. I remember
last time. Well, almost everything I've been playing is on this bad boy right here.
Oh shit! Animal Crossing? Are you one of them?
No, not a fan. I do have an Animal Crossing cup though, but it's not mine.
Yeah,
no, I do not play Animal Crossing at all. No, absolutely not. No, I've been I told you the other day about Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Oh yeah, someone at work keeps going on about that.
It's absolutely incredible. It is my favorite game of all time. The storyline alone is 75 hours. And then there's about if you wanted to do the story and all the side content, it's like 150 hours. And if you wanted to complete the game 100%, it's like 300 hours. And it's it's like an anime-esque storyline. Like definitely like what you'd imagine like from an anime, like the way that the story progresses, the characters in it, and the things that go on, the gimmicks, the way the magic system works, and it's just unbelievably well paced. The story's something, like every story is always just a rip off of another story.
Yep.
Right. This is not like that. This has totally got like its own, like, nice feel to it as a game. Plus the gameplay is awesome.
I was about to say,
It's definitely.
Is the customization good?
What? The customization, what do you mean? Like, in terms of what you can do to build your character's abilities and strengths?
Yeah.
Or do you mean cosmetics?
Cosmetics, like the builds you can do. Is there like different builds you can do for different characters and stuff? Or?
The only thing you can't do is cosmetic. You can't really do anything in the area of cosmetics, but there's an extreme depth to the customization of how you can make yourself stronger. The concept is basically your weapons are people that you summon, and the people are like anime girls, pretty much.
You're loving that.
Yeah, but yeah.
You got your waifu.
Yeah, your waifus. It's just why it is the waifu RPG, and like on first look, it looks gimmicky. Like, oh, I get to have some waifus and run around and slash some monsters. Like, but it's like so deep in terms of what is actually able to be done. Like, you can customize yourself with abilities, upgrade the arts that you have, and the arts are like your like powers, the things you can do with like your weapons. And the weapon you have, it is determined by the blade you have, and a blade is the waifu basically. So you have a waifu, you can have 3 waifus, you can go between them all. There's combos and everything. It's action combat, so it's not like turn-based like most JRPGs.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of turn-based, not at all.
No.
I feel like it's just unimmersive. I don't feel like I'm involved or engaged in what's happening. I feel like I'm just sitting there making decisions, and that's not really what a game's all about for me. I like to feel like it's live and happening in front of me, like I'm involved.
So don't break that immersion.
It doesn't, not for me, no.
Yeah. So you must have been happy with the Final Fantasy VII remake that they changed from the turn-based the combat.
Well, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Final Fantasy, but that does make me slightly interested. I would like to check it out. Kat will probably buy it, so I'll probably end up playing around with it when she does. But I wouldn't buy it for myself because, like I said, I'm not really a fan of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, they're releasing.
But also, yeah, I also even the DLC.
Oh, they got DLC
for Xenoblade is so big. They have a first game and a second game, and then another game completely outside of the realm of those 2 games that's unrelated and part of a different universe. And then there's a DLC. So there's 4 games. The thing is, the DLC for the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was so big, they made a whole game out of it. And the DLC alone, the storyline is 40 hours, and it's a DLC. So like their DLC is the size of twice the size of some other games. Like, it's unbelievable.
Holy
like
shit.
Skyrim back in the day was considered a fairly like expansive game, but what is that, like 20-hour story? This game is 40 hours and it's a DLC. Like, and there's like, it's just cool. And also I was messing about recently with Dragon's Dogma. Have you ever played that?
No, Dogma reminds me of the film with Matt Damon in. That's a good film.
No, I've never seen it.
And it's got Chris Rock in.
But Chris Rock, he's funny. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. It's like it's made by Capcom, who make Resident Evil and Devil May Cry.
Okay.
And it's like their attempt of Skyrim. It's like a dragon-based RPG, but the main aspect that makes the game different to other games. And I love this because whenever I've played RPGs, whenever you're playing as someone with a sword, you feel a little bit like silly because you're just slapping some dragon's leg, and it's like, oh, this is stupid.
Like
you can climb up them. You can climb up them in this game and grapple them, get on their necks and stab them, and then they like rodeo you off like a horse.
Oh, shit.
And that's a core fundamental part of the gameplay.
Oh.
Being able to climb up your enemies and like deal critical damage by hitting them in certain places. And if the enemy's too small to climb up, you can arm lock it and get your party members to attack it and shit. It's
Oh,
absolutely
shit.
awesome.
So it's like a mix between like Shadow of the Colossus and Monster Hunter World.
Basically, yeah. That's a good example.
Oh, that's cool.
I also played a little bit of what everybody plays when they get a Switch, which is Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I've never played a
really
Zelda.
Actually, quite a lot. You never played any Zelda? I never liked any of the Zeldas at all. Not really. They were okay, but Zelda Breath of the Wild is sick. And you don't have a Switch, do you?
No, sadly not. They're so expensive.
You should totally. You would like. No, well, I mean, this here cost me £199, and it came with a £40 game.
Oh shit. Oh.
So it is kind of expensive, but I think it's an investment because the thing is, it's portable. It feels good to just be able to walk around the place. And the games they have on there, it's no longer like a limited library. Like the Switch obviously used to just be, Nintendo, and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And all the Nintendo games, what are they, like 80 quid? No, I mean, not 80 quid, but far too expensive. But now the library has probably more non-Nintendo games than Nintendo games. Like things that were never Nintendo games are on there. The Witcher, Skyrim, Dark Souls is all on the Switch.
Oh, The Witcher. Oh.
What's wrong with The Witcher?
No, I love it. I can't wait for season 2 to come out for the show. I can't wait for them to bring out the new game for it that they're going to have in development after Cyberpunk. But Cyberpunk in itself, fuck me. Oh.
Speaking of Cyberpunk, I was based on the trailer I watched the other day. The gameplay trailer, I was a bit disappointed.
What?
Because I was really imagining quite a lot.
What, that you can customize your genitals?
No, I didn't know that. Customize your genitals.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What is that? Crazy. No, I watched the trailer where they were making like some kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then it all goes tits. I just wasn't a fan of the way the game looked because I guess that's my fault because I had high expectations for it, and it just looks like any other. It just looks like if they, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably won't be buying it though.
It's like Deus
because it just doesn't look like I love it. Deus, yes, yeah, that's just probably a good example. I didn't like that. So if it's anything like that, I wouldn't want it anyway. But yeah, The Witcher, the series, unbelievable.
Oh. Henry Cavill.
It's easily my favorite. Yeah. Did you know he's a proper nerd?
Yes,
he plays World of Warcraft and shit. Like, that's so cool.
Yes.
Brilliant that a man, you just expect him to be the type of guy who's out at pubs and plays football with his mates because he's just like good looking and massively hench. And then boom, you just imagine him at home just like dead face playing WoW.
Yeah, because
I've been playing WoW recently actually.
Have you?
Yeah,
no,
a little bit.
No,
only just to try it out. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's not. I don't think it's got a long shelf life. I don't think I'll play it for forever or anything.
Don't tell that to Nick.
Well, I'll try to get into it because it has some cool aspects. I'm playing a character called a hunter where you have pets that do the battle.
Oh,
I
really?
just hit my mic with the orange juice. You get pets that do battle, and you can catch anything in the game. You say anything that you'd be attacking, you can just tame.
What? So
like, I thought that was cool. It's just like a little monster hunter, but you get to keep it instead of kill it type of thing. It's cool. It adds a whole new aspect to the game. It's like playing two games at once. I've got an MMO and a game where I can go around catching things. It's pretty cool. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I used to just
You don't like MMOs though, do you?
No. You wouldn't even count Warframe really as an MMO, would you? It's more of a...
I'd count Warframe as an MMO. It's not a classic example of an MMO, but it is technically an MMO.
Yeah, that's the only one I would play.
On a technical level, it is an MMO. Warframes, I mean, like, Warframe's its own special league of game. It's not like much. It's a good game. I like Warframe. I haven't played it in ages, though.
Oh, you've missed.
I don't know if
There's a lot of content. They've got massive content coming out this month as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be able to get back into it, though, because I feel like I'd just be drowned in not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing now. But then again, I'd like to try to.
Yeah, like there's... when was the last time you picked up Warframe? Like, because there's 3 new ones.
Technically, I messed about with it like 3 or 4 weeks ago to show Cat.
Oh, yeah.
But aside from that...
Like, you got Railjack.
It would have been last time we played...
That's been revisited.
The last time I played with you would be the last time I played Warframe.
Oh, shit. That's about a year ago.
It's just... I don't really consider it a solo game. I feel like I have to be playing with someone, or I just get bored of because the gameplay loop can be a bit boring and grindy.
Monotonous. Yeah, it is. It is. You like.
Go on.
Like when I was trying to build the Railjack ship, I thought, oh, lovely. It might be something quick and easy I can do. But you'd go do a mission and then you would have to get all these resources and then it said, oh, come back in 12 hours. And then get another part, come back in 12 hours. It's just like, for fuck's sake, I just want to get on the ship and go and do the missions. That's what I kind of don't like about Warframe sometimes.
Well, that's what they do in MMOs. They artificially create time. So you have to play it for years. So you're constantly buying the in-game currency for things. But, you know, no MMO will ever not be like that because that's the point of an MMO. They try to make it purposely a lifetime dedication rather than like with a normal single-player game. You play it for 2 weeks, you're done. You move on, sell the game back to game and buy something else. Yeah. Like you do, where you sell your games back to game before you even finish them.
I get bored. I'm just like, no, I'm gone. But with Death Stranding, oh my god, Norman Reedus, mate. Oh. Yeah.
Well, who's it made by again?
Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
The guy that made Metal Gear Solid series.
I imagine it must be pretty good. It can't be bad if it's made by a man who can make games like that.
He's a genius. And just
he is. Didn't he make? They're gonna make it. Didn't this come off the back of the whole Silent Hills thing, where that didn't get made?
Yeah. He was making a demo with Konami, and then that ended up falling through, and they didn't want to continue on with the development. That's why you've got the PT demo on like itch.io and all that, and you can still play it now today. And people are still modding that and looking through the world because apparently they had that like a whole town fucking rendered out and going forward with it. But he's now concentrating on making a horror game, so that's the next thing that Kojima is going to be releasing to the world.
I remember when they were going to make Silent Hills, he said that his aim was to literally create a game that would actually make someone piss themselves. Like I remember he made a statement where he said that. So
fuck that.
So when he eventually does a horror game like of his own without it all falling apart, it'll be disgusting. I don't want to play it. I didn't even mind horror, but I don't want to get involved with that man's mind. He sounds like he's, especially after what Death Stranding looks like. It looks like he's a little bit mental.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
Has Death Stranding got any horror aspect to it? Yes. Is it scary in any way?
Yeah. Well, because the enemy's unknown. You've got the... I'm still getting used to Death Stranding. I still don't know and understand everything because I've only played an hour and 20 of it. And from the trailers, like you said, virtually no fuck all. You have like these BTs. They're like massive, huge, like walking creatures. But the ones that you can see the footsteps of in the trailers and stuff, they're still unknown. Even when you play the game, that's why he has the little... like hard-on thing that just goes...
Yeah.
So that creates that suspense and horror within the game.
Have you heard of a MMO called Population Zero?
Didn't that come out recently?
I think so. Kat was messing about with it. It's actually kind of cool. I feel like when I saw it, I thought it was your kind of deal. It's like a survival game. And you've got to progress through like quite a complicated and deep like system of survival aspects. And then if you don't, and you get I think it's like you get like 100 days to. So that's the main aspect. You don't get to play with anyone until you've played the game for like 100 hours. So it's not an MMO until you've done 100 hours. But you've got to figure out how to survive. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you get cycles of 6 days to survive, and if you don't survive by the end, you have to start again. It's like a really cool, interesting. It's hard to explain. You probably look it up after this. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I'll give that a go. That sounds brutal as fuck, though. I don't explain it well because I have. It is brutal. Kat was getting very frustrated with it. She spent hours doing things, and then she'd have to start again. Oh.
But like, I mean, I imagine if you know what you're doing. What? Yeah. I just it was pretty hardcore. But like, I mean, I assume if you go in with at least some knowledge of what's going on, you might not have as bad a time as she was. She was trying to play it without looking up a single thing, which made it 10 times worse.
Oh, that's like walking.
But yeah, if you survive for like the 100 hours, you get to like advance to multiplayer.
Holy shit.
And the game is like, you should look it up. I don't know how to explain it properly. It's a lot more interesting than I'm making it sound.
Yeah, I'll give that.
Because I don't really remember properly how it all goes down.
Yeah, that sounds risky, like walking into a fucking flooded bathroom blindfolded. End well, is it? Still gonna end well. Fucking hell. Is there any other games you've been playing recently? Or you just been kind of hooked with Xeno?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I completed Xeno, and I'm playing the DLC, and soon I'm going to buy the first one. I played the second one first because the second one was already out, and the first one wasn't, because the first one was getting remade for the Switch, because the first one originally came out on the Wii, and then was like remade for the 3DS, and then the Wii U, and now it's being remade again for the Switch.
Is that just a
and that hadn't happened yet? No, I think it's wanted. There's a strong community of people that just want to be able to play it on every time, because Nintendo have a habit of upgrading their console every like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you have to start again with your game library. Well, people that buy like things like this, they want to see their favorite games from the past on it. So I feel like it's not really a cash grab, because, it's a very dedicated community. It's kind of like how people are obsessed with Skyrim and like fuck it stick.
And Warhammer.
It's like that. It's got that sort of like, yeah. I want to get number 1 because obviously I haven't played number 1.
Yeah.
But you can play number 2 first, because they're both separate. They're both part of the same world but separate stories that link.
Anthology.
Yeah. Yeah. And I played a bit of Zelda and Dragon's Dogma, and wow, that's about it. I played Luigi's Mansion as well, but
what's that
not
like?
much of that.
What's that like? Ghostbusters?
I used to play yeah, pretty much. I remember playing Luigi's Mansion when I was a kid, so when I bought the Switch, I chose that as the game that came with it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it is pretty good. I would like to try and complete it, but right now there are better games that I want to play.
Yeah, you just sound like you're doused in just MMOs and stuff. I don't know how you can juggle so many MMOs and stuff. It's just like, that's got to be so hard.
Yeah, like Nick, who plays about 8 at once.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? But I'm guessing he's got to the point where he can just go all the way to like end game on all of them, and then he just goes and does his like, I don't know, like dailies and weeklies, isn't it? You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too hard when you're already at the end. It'd be difficult to pick up more than one MMO for the first time. I don't think anyone could do that, because one of them's going to be better than the other, and you're going to play that one instead of the other one. But yeah, I don't play RuneScape anymore though, or anything like that. I've given up on that. I'll probably end up going back to it again in a couple
Really?
months, but right now I'm not playing it.
No. You gave up RuneScape.
No.
I never would have thought I've heard the day. What's happened?
Well, I give it up before. I mean, like, I used to play it for years before I was in college, and I didn't play it throughout college. I go through phases with it.
Yeah, I was about to say, what bad experience did you have? Because you was doing the Iron Man thing, wasn't you? The last time I heard.
Well, oh no, I made a new account since then and just started playing the game regularly just for fun.
Oh, for the fake shrimp and fake fucking trees.
Yeah, but I've moved. I kind of realized that MMOs kind of low-key make me a little bit depressed, so I just thought I'd start focusing on other games. Well, not really depressed, but it's fake achievement.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it gives you this like dopamine rush that it's kind of like an addiction, I guess. And I guess I thought it weren't necessarily the best thing for me, because I was like, even with WoW, I'm trying really hard not to get addicted to it, because I've played it for like 4 days and I've forgotten to eat and drink every day.
What?
Like MMOs are just bad for me. I don't mix with MMOs.
Jesus.
They're not good for my health at all. So that's why I'm trying to focus more on single player games, because they eventually end. So you can't accidentally lose your whole life to it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
MMO addiction is a serious thing.
I should get a parental
Ask
block.
anyone.
So it just goes, no,
blocked,
Michael, go eat, piss, shit, sleep, and food. Go do all of them. Go.
Mm-hmm.
You will not come back to me, boy. Oh, this has got thinner.
What's got thinner?
A £2 coin. I just felt it and it's got really thin.
What? You're probably just imagining it.
No, I'm telling you, the £2 coins used to be a lot fatter.
I really don't know. I don't spend a whole lot of time like fondling money.
Ooh, yeah. Give it. Just sitting there shaking it in your hand.
Mm-hmm. So what else have you been doing?
Just well, there's not much we can do during this pandemic, but I tried to start learning Spanish.
You tried to start learning Spanish?
Yeah.
That's an undertaking. What for? Just because you felt like it?
Yeah, and when I visited the United States last year, everyone just spoke Spanish, and I just thought it was really cool, so I thought, try and learn another language.
When you visited the United States last year, everybody spoke Spanish. You sure you didn't go to Spain?
No, like the majority of people that spoke Spanish.
Just accidentally get on the wrong plane.
Hello?
Just end up in Spain, and then you're like, where am I?
Si, senor.
I'm surprised, si, senor. I'm surprised. I wouldn't have thought Spanish, were they tourists? Or is Spanish just a common language?
Yeah, I'm guessing Spanish is a common language in the States. I was in Florida, so there's like the bottom, is it the bottom part of the United States?
Florida is...
It's like on that little
is
weird...
Florida in the bottom?
Yeah, it's like that weird little
I don't
bit.
actually know, but you're probably right. I don't think it's up the top. I think it's right at the bottom, though, because like the bottom's like Texas, and then the top's like Boston.
I think so. Any Americans, please let us know if we're messing up your...
I have no idea. We definitely don't live in America.
No.
We're not. We're also definitely not geographers.
No.
But
far from it. But I just think learning a different language is just awesome. Regardless of what language it is, I just think...
Well, yeah. I'd like to learn Japanese.
Oh, yes.
Just so if I went to Japan, which I plan to do before I die, because I'd be disappointed if I didn't go to see the place that creates most of the things I like.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be able to have the language so I could speak to people.
That'd be cool.
I'd fucking move there if I could. If I could make that work, I would live in Japan.
Well, you can. If you just get a working visa and start working, giving towards their economy and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, I need to stay very far away from Asia right now, at least. We'll give it a few years. They've got some stuff they need to sort out.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, just a smidge. It's just not a big. It's not a global epidemic.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you have to go. You can't even go to Japan without going to Hong Kong first.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I think that's just one of the flight paths. I don't know why I think that. I think I just know that for some reason.
Well, they say if you do want to go to like Japan or anything like that, go more out of the city kind of thing, because one, you get done over because you're a tourist, or it's like that in any place of the world by any sort of tourists. But also, it's not a nicer part of like Japan, apparently.
Well, yeah. If I went to live in Japan, I'd either live in Tokyo or right out in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. Like, because Tokyo would be cool because of all of the culture and the fact that that's the central of the medium I like anime and JRPGs. And it'd just be Nerdtopia. It'd be like a Disney fan living in Disney World. It'd be beautiful. But then again, like, I probably get bogged down by it just the same as I do from the culture in this country. But I can imagine living out in the mountains, a peaceful life, where you just know your neighbors. That would be lovely. I've always wanted that. Just a simple life. I'd happily do my own I'd grow my own crops if I had the fucking resources.
Yeah.
I fucking hate society, you know. I'm a proper hippie lately.
What is that due to just what's going on at the moment, or just like...
I've never really been a fan of society, have I?
No. You like being like you in your own little comfort. Stuff like that. That's nice.
Well, I
though,
just
sometimes.
think there's no. Yeah, a lot of people like to put on faces, and a lot of people like to follow rules and sheep themselves. And if I did that, I'd rather be dead. Honestly, I'd rather be dead than do that.
Yeah.
That's why I just do what I want. People don't like me for it most of the time, but that's their problem.
Yeah, you do you. Boom. Make sure you're happy. What?
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Oh, I was literally just about to say that.
Well, I gave you my answer already. Japan, 100%. Or Canada. They seem to have like a peaceful, like.
True. Yeah.
They have like a. They're very progressive. You know, like being gay out there, and that's just normal. Like, it's not like it is here, where we still have all of these past views, racism. It's not really like that there, I've heard. So that would be cool.
Yeah, it's nice
to be a part of a better place like that. What about you then?
Well, hopefully the world becomes just we stop looking at each other as individual colours and stuff, and we're just the human race. We are just all as one instead of dividing everyone up. I would say kind of I don't know, like I really like Australia. That looks amazing because then you've got like like the app that you can be on your own in the middle of nowhere. You can just go stuff like the place looks beautiful. Or if we're talking more like medium and stuff related to like what I like, then probably like LA, because that would probably be the best.
Well, yeah, YouTube society.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. Where would you live in Australia if you did go out there? The outback or like Sydney?
I would trying to give the outback a go, but fucking them spiders. Oh.
Yeah, I would not want to live in the outback of Australia. I don't know how people live out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, not only is it disgustingly hot, like in general in Australia, and I'm sure that gets worse the further you go out into the middle of nowhere. But like I would say it's probably the most, aside from maybe Africa, it's probably the most dangerous place in the world to be living out in the middle of nowhere, because you just get killed by, even kangaroos can kill you. And they don't even they don't even look like they could, but they totally can.
Yeah, have you seen that video?
They totally really are. They're fucking hard. What, the video where the guy like right hooks it because he's attacking his dog? Yeah, that's...
And he fucking swears up to him. Like, they're built like a brick shithouse, though. They're
they have like natural six packs.
They look ram as fuck.
You get boxed in by a kangaroo, you're dead. You don't. You've got to be a boxer to figure out a kangaroo. I wouldn't want to go anywhere near one of them.
You'd see it on like Family Guy saying, "Cool, why are you here, mate? Why are you up in heaven for?" Well, I fucking tried to have a fight with kangaroo, didn't I?
There's a what was I going to say? My camera's gone funny there. Japan's probably pretty much the same as well, though. If you live out in the middle of nowhere, there's panthers and shit. You don't want that.
Really?
That's pretty. I'd say that. Yeah, Japan's. It's not like us. Oh, well, you know how like England's boring as fuck, and we have nothing. We have like, the most dangerous thing you can run into in this country out and about is a fucking fox, and they can't even. You can't even. Fox can't hurt you.
Or
not really.
Cow.
No, in fact, the most dangerous thing you can run into round in England is other people's dogs. like, whereas like in every other country, like you go out to Africa, lions. You go out to America, bears are just roam around parks sometimes. And you do not want to go out to Africa. There are panthers and shit out there and everything, which is Africa? No, Africa. I meant to say Japan. There are panthers and shit out there.
Oh my God. I know there's pandas and everything as well.
Pandas. I'm pretty sure wolves are extinct in Japan, though.
Oh.
I don't know why I think that. I think it's just something got said in anime once. I think I looked it up, and apparently I think that's the case.
They're so majestic, wolves. They are just... Oh.
I love wolves. They're probably my favorite animal. They just feel... I don't know, like I like the fact that they're
like family orientated as well.
They're like... We're family orientated, but also like very... Like... They seem very independently powerful as creatures. Like they could really do some damage even on their own.
Yeah, but even more.
I don't know. They interest me. I'd say my absolute favorite animal is giraffes, and the only reason is because have you ever seen them fight? They like hit each other with their necks.
Really?
They have like a sword fight with their necks. I'm not even joking. Look it up.
What?
Giraffes fight with their necks. It's brilliant.
Fuck that.
I just always found that. Plus, they seem really Jurassic. You know, like different to other things. You know, like a dog and a cat. They both have 4 legs. Both have an head. They both have ears. They're not biologically massively different, but giraffes are just weird, man, and I find that interesting. They don't look like anything else. Kind of like how spiders are the same. They're just like completely different. But spiders are disgusting. I don't want to go near spiders. I'm not scared of them, but I don't love them.
I like them. I can like just pick them up, throw them outside if I need to. They're just, I don't know, there's something about them, they're just so cool. And snakes.
Why did you
as well.
shiver then when I said it?
Because
you went like this when I said spiders.
Because I was picturing like the 8-legged freaks.
Oh god, fuck that film. I watched that when I was a kid. Dirty.
I like that film. That's really, really cool. Or like, what was, because you got like the have you seen the videos of like the floor trap spiders where they create like a
trapdoor spiders.
Oh.
Yeah, that's yeah. There's also those camel spiders, those big off massive things. You've seen those?
Yeah,
they're disturbing.
They're the ones that take down birds, aren't they?
Well, I mean, a lot of spiders take down birds, but camel spiders in particular are known to like mess up. Are known to mess up people. Like you see images of like people out in like you know, like people in our army out in the east doing shit, and they get bitten by those kinds of spiders all the fucking time. They're everywhere up there. And they're all like massive, crazy. I like it when when you get like versions of animals that are normally small that are massive. Out in Japan, on like, you know how Japan is one big island, but then it has those little islands trickling off of it.
Yeah.
On one of those further out islands, nothing can really live there because of the awful weather, because it's a small island and you know, like it gets a lot of wind and a lot of like from the sea. There's a moth that lives out there that is like it's like this big. It's like enormous. It's a gigantic moth. I remember watching a documentary about the animals and all the weird things that happen out on those islands for about 2 hours. There's a culture of people out on those islands, like, you know, one of the ones that are a little bit more habitable, where these like there's this, I watched this group of old women, like 90-year-old women, climbing down caves and bare hand catching poisonous snakes to then take home and eat as a ritual. Like, it's fucking mental out there. They do some interesting shit.
What the fuck are them on?
Yeah, hard grannies. Don't want to fight them. I reckon they could handle a kangaroo easily.
They turn around, bruv, what the fuck you doing? Probably got a body of like a 30-year-old or something. Are you allowed to the islands? I
really don't know, but there were people out there filming, so I'm sure they're not going to kill you if you try to go out there.
I would think they would be like protected and stuff like that due to they seem like rare like animals and stuff that are out on them islands.
Well, yeah, but like I don't think anybody would go out there to try and do it, like mess about there, because like I said, the weather's awful. Like in the documentary, like the islands get completely destroyed all the time, and it's difficult to live there. And the only ones where people live on them are the ones closer to Japan, the ones that are less bad. The ones right far out are completely uninhabitable. They had to like go out there with boats and stuff and helicopters just to be able to get any footage. And even then they were having trouble, like getting knocked about and struggling with the weather. But yeah.
That's interesting though. Really interesting.
I like stuff like that. Makes me curious.
Yeah, because that's like the ocean. What is it, like 12%? I think we've explored. Like there is so much.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I was thinking that.
There's so much to explore.
I swear I've read something where we've explored more of space than our own sea, which is stupid because it's like right in front of us. And the thing is, the stuff you need to do to get down underwater is similar to what you need to do to go out in space. Like you can't go out in space without proper technical equipment. So why, because otherwise you just obviously you die. And then when you go too deep down, like the submarines, they start to like crush and that. Yeah, pressure. But like, I wonder if it's just a matter of it's far too hard to figure out, or if they just don't care.
Yeah, they just rather trying to populate another planet, or just want to explore further out because they don't think there's anything down in the ocean. You don't know what's down there. That goes for what, thousands of miles? There's got to be.
Yeah. I don't actually know, but it's definitely probably thousands of miles. Yeah.
You don't know what's down there. There could be cities
some
down
places
there.
Anyway.
There could be a species down there. Have you heard that theory with like, you know how we evolved progressively, like from like monkeys and then to like what we are now? Apparently there was a different strain that actually went off into the sea and then evolved through the sea, creating like mermaids.
Yeah.
And they reckon that is another type. It's a subcategory to humans.
Yeah, well, yeah, totally. We don't actually know. Like,
that is a possibility.
Stuff like that isn't out of the realm of possibility. No, like especially if they're actively trying to avoid us.
Yeah.
And like, but like, have you ever thought about this? Right. So, you know how like they look at the pyramids and they're like, how the fuck did they do that? Because I don't know if you know this, but the accuracy in which the blocks making up pyramids are, that they're cut incredibly to the point where we can't even imitate it with laser technology.
Today.
But a bunch of men are just doing it with chisels back then. Like, how were they doing that? And obviously people were like aliens. And but I think that maybe be a bit far-fetched. I think what could easily have been the case is there could have been a civilization of human better than us that built those and then got wiped out, and then that's what's left. Maybe not. I don't really know much about history, but like, think about this. Yeah, say the world ended today, right?
Yep.
The only thing that would be left, like I watched a video once where what would happen to Earth if humans just left it, and apparently every single thing aside from the pyramids within just 1,000 years wouldn't even exist anymore. Like New York would crumble and be fed back to the earth. You wouldn't even have. There would be no way of knowing it was ever there. The only thing that would be there is the pyramids because of where they're built and how they're built, right?
Wow.
And that's the thing. Like, and think about this. Yeah, say the only thing that was left was the Harry Potter books, and then we all just started evolving as a species, and then we found that, and we're like, oh wait, but this is God, and it'd just be like civilization. It'd be like the same thing we have now with Christianity. People would be going, oh, Lord Voldemort, like pray to fucking Harry, and all that nonsense. Yeah. Like, you know, I know it's silly, but there totally could have been a culture before us that was lost, and we could be going that direction because look at the shit that's going on right now. We'll get wiped out, and another one will take our place, and they'll make the same mistakes. We'll never get off this planet. We're doomed to constantly fuck it up.
The human race. Doing it the best way.
It's hilarious when you think about it, because you know, like when a virus gets in the body.
Yep.
The body, gets hotter to try and kill it, and if it can't do that, it starts to throw other things at it, like throwing up and diarrhea, whatever. We're on the planet, we do stupid shit, and then fucking storms happen, global warming. Like, it's like we are a virus, and eventually it'll kill us.
Yeah.
It'll go, fuck these people. We're giving them a chance to get on with it without fucking the planet up, and then nature's just going to go, nah, fuck you. And it's like, it could be considered like an immune system, the way that the planet acts when we fuck it up. Have you heard that the coronavirus has actually caused... what was it? That there was these studies where they saw that just because people aren't going outside and because a lot of businesses aren't running, almost immediately the ozone layer started fucking healing back up.
Oh my God.
And that's just a couple months of us not doing the stupid shit we do. Just imagine if we did it for several years, our planet would actually be fine again. Like, and I'm not trying to sound like a hippie. I'm getting there. I'm sounding a little bit like an extremist. I'm not. I'm just saying, like,
it's facts.
It's just facts. It's fucking facts.
Yeah, because they were showing loads of graphs and everything, like Japan's O2 emissions were through the roof, and then, like you said, the coronavirus and everything happened. Everyone went indoors, and they all went in green. They was all reduced. You could, like, the graph was literally just so clear.
If they can reduce immediately, it's undeniable that we are a big issue. Because if we wasn't, it would have taken a long time to go back to normal. But the fact that it went back to normal, what we show, like big results were seeable immediately. It's proof that we're pathetic and we need to we need to stop doing the shit we do. Otherwise, we won't have a planet to, like, it's all about making money. But if we carry on like this, there won't be a planet to make money on.
No. It's only going to take so much. And that's probably why they're trying to rush like all the space stuff and everything like that, because they want to try and populate another planet. So if they do fuck
I think
this
what's
one
important is we figure out how to not fuck up this planet. We can't just go through planets like they're fucking toilet roll.
I'll have that
Because
one.
we'll run out of them.
Yeah.
We'll run out of them. Like, we can't. Even if we can figure out how to get about the solar system we're in, we ain't getting out of the fucking galaxy.
No way.
We are not getting out of this fucking galaxy. Like, have you ever watched those videos where they show the size of Earth, and then they show the size of a bigger planet, and then they go to the sun, and then a bigger sun, bigger sun, bigger sun, and then they show the Milky Way, and then they show the universe. And it's like, we might be able to get to Mars. We aren't getting out of this galaxy though. So when we run out of the 8 planets we have, we're fucked. And also, none of them are even livable. I mean, they say Mars is going to terraform in about 100,000 years, and we'll be able to go there, and it'd be like Earth. But if that does happen, Earth will be like Mars, and it'll fucking be on fire. Like you said, that's the natural order of things. If the sun gets bigger, and Mars ends up in a hot spot where life can exist, we'll just go to that planet. We'll eventually, it's stupid. We're fucked. We either look after this planet or we don't get a planet. We can't go fucking out into space unless we do what Wall-E did and live on a fucking ship or something.
And eat humans.
And have you seen those theories? They're eating people. Dirt. And that will happen. It will fucking happen.
Wally. He's so cute.
That's a good film. I ain't seen that film since I was about... I mean, I must have watched it when it came out. I haven't seen it since then.
Oh my god. And the Pixar theory behind it as well. It's just like, that's so good. Where someone explains literally all in order of all the different films and how they come.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
So like, because we got the last 6 months of this year. Like, what kind of stuff are you kind of thinking of, like, doing? Or I know we're very limited in the way that, like, we're doing stuff at the moment because of the whole lockdown.
Well, providing it all goes away, one thing that I'll be doing is uni. And obviously that'll be a big part of my life. Like, that will change a lot of what I do with my time. Because at the moment I just play games all day. I get out of bed for nothing, just to fuck about on my computer or play the Switch or like do life-related menial shit. But when I go to uni, I'm going to obviously have a lifestyle and I'm going to be going out more, and that'll probably be, good for me at my like mental health and that, it's always good to go out and do things. And then obviously I'll be, I guess in the next few years, I just want to have a good grade in my uni course and be able to become a writer pretty much.
That'd be awesome.
And then
That'd
work on
really
writing
awesome.
novel. Like, I'll do a writing job of any kind, maybe at a games studio, and then work on my own novels in my own time and just try and break out and become the next Stephen King.
That'd be cool. That'd be really fucking cool.
What do you want to do in the next few years? I assume you want to be the next YouTube sensation.
No, I just would love to just do it as a job. Just a nice, like the monthly paycheck that I get now. I would love to just have that, so I could just live and do YouTube. I just really enjoy it.
We both have pretty difficult dreams.
Yeah, but fuck it. That's what we're on the planet to do. Dream and go for it. Because there's so much stuff you can do with YouTube as well. Like you could do voice acting, you could go into acting, you can we do podcasting. There's just so much stuff you can branch out and do. Like, YouTube is such a versatile platform and place, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's an unlimited source of creativity. You can do anything. Like, it's a place to express yourself and do what you want.
Yeah, like the short films that we did. That was really, really fun.
I'd love to. I've always loved the idea of being a YouTuber, and I still would be if I could. I lack the drive because I don't care about it enough. Like, because I've noticed with writing, I do have the drive for that. I do like doing it. So that is something I should focus on instead of like having having dreams that will never come to fruition because I just don't care about it enough. Because if you don't care about it, it ain't gonna happen.
No.
Because that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just want to be a writer. I just want to write books. I want my books to be turned into things like games and films. Like Stephen King, almost every book he's ever written become a film. I'd like my shit to become films, games, and then like maybe be able to be a consultant on those projects and try and bring what I've written to life. Or like that's the only reason I really would rather be a writer instead of working at a company doing some kind of story work. Like, yeah, I could work on anime in Japan, or I could work at a game studio and write stories, but I wouldn't get any directive like, what's that?
Or a thrill or satisfaction out of it, because you're like essentially you're working for someone. You're still kind of confined in a little box.
Yeah, I wouldn't get the satisfaction, and I wouldn't have the creative control that I'd want. But if I write a book and it becomes successful, that book's mine. Everything about it's mine. And then when someone wants to work with that source material, they have no choice but to acknowledge what I want, or I won't let them do it.
Yeah, 100%.
And I like that control. I like the ability to be able to, because I know this might sound egotistical, but I think you kind of need to be a little bit of I think you need a little bit of ego if you want to be a writer. I think my ideas are better than everybody else's. I don't want people involved in my shit.
Yeah.
I know that makes me a dickhead, but I'm fine with that. I think you kind of need to be a dickhead to do stuff like that. You can't really succeed creatively unless you're confident in what you're capable of.
Well, yeah, because someone else is coming in, changing your idea, and you've got that set in motion. That's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool, he's so fine-tuned with it. That's why so many directors have come in and out of Deadpool, because he's like, no, that's not what I want that character to be. So he gets rid of him and everything. So yeah,
exactly.
I understand with that.
That's the thing. Like, if you don't go, look, I'm right, I don't care what you say, you get nowhere. You have to be respectful, of course. I'm not going to go around telling everybody they're wrong. I just don't want the arguments. I don't want to be sitting there working under some guy who goes, can you write this story? And I'm like, okay. And I write it and he goes, nah, change it. And in the end, I'm going to go, fuck you. You're wrong. Piss off. And I don't want to invite that environment, because I know I will disagree with people, because I have a very specific vision with everything I come up with, and changing it makes me irritated. So if I'm going to write stories, I need to be in a medium where I have the control, or at least most of it.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that's the same with YouTube. YouTube gives that exact same amount of control. And I guess that's probably one of the things a lot of people like about it. You probably like that, the fact that you can just go, I'll do what I want. If you were working in TV, you would not be able to do whatever you want.
No, you'd be set to that.
In fact, you'd be
set to like a limit, and they'd be like, okay, we've got to do this, and this. I want this done and done. Like YouTube, you could wake up and go, all right, I feel like I want to do a vlog today. I want to do a short film. Oh, I want to do a podcast. It's just so nice. You've got no like shackles on you. You can just do what you want. Like, yeah, you could, once you start building an audience that people come back for, then yeah, you got to kind of refine yourself a bit to like a certain category or whatever. But still, I still wouldn't block or put myself into a box completely, and I would just do completely 100% like Let's Plays. It's nice to always mix it up to keep them creative juices flowing and everything. It's really nice.
Definitely. Nothing better than creative control, in my opinion. Being able to do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's really nice. That's why I've done it for so many years as a hobby. It's just so cool.
in my morning shift.
You know, I'm coming up to 5 years.
Yeah, I think if you carry on, you'll get there. You just have to have the breakthrough. That's just what it's all about. No one just grows. They just do something one day and they start getting traffic. And then the second you get traffic, YouTube's algorithm is like, all right, we'll put you on things. And then that's when it all happens.
Yeah, it's just...
And it'll happen if you put the effort in, no matter what.
I just have too much fun with it. That's why I've never gave it up, because it keeps me fresh with Adobe, like Photoshop, Premiere Pro, Audition, Illustrator, when I use that. It's nice, and I learn different stuff. I'm trying to get better at Photoshop and other skills like that. It's a good toolkitting skill, getting comfortable with the camera and talking. I've learned so much from just doing YouTube over the course of nearly 5 years.
And what's great about it is if it doesn't end up going anywhere, it will always be something you enjoy regardless. So nothing can take that away.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was in it for the money,
That's
or
the same with writing. Yeah.
if I was in it for the short term, for the money, for the fame, and all that stuff, I would have gave up fucking years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
like you with
Exactly.
writing.
We should definitely get together at some point and meld our minds. Because you
Oh.
have YouTube and I write, we could make something. We should totally do something
That'd be cool. That'd be
like we did
cool.
before, but just on a bigger scale.
Yeah.
When this shit's over, one of us, I either need to come down here, or you need to come up here.
Oh, I'm coming up to you. I've already planned it with thingy. We've already planned. She wants
With
to girlfriend. She wants to come up and visit, meet you and stuff.
Oh, she just thinks the area would be cool.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, let's go up there and meet him. Like,
All right, sounds cool. I mean, Kat's here, so we could do something, all four of us.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
yeah. Because that short film that we did that day, I don't know, it just felt really good, didn't it? And like,
Well, yeah, just being able to go, right, this is my idea, and then someone else go, right, this is my idea, and then we put it all together, and then you get to see what it is afterwards. And when it ends up looking actually half decent, you're just like, oh, I did that.
yeah.
I want to do it better though next time. It just it gets you excited. You're just like, oh.
Because when we sat down and was like doing all the filming and then started editing it, it was all just like, oh shit, it's coming together.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing all the
Definitely
feedback
need to do
for
something
it.
like that again.
Yes.
Plus, we could do all sorts of cool stuff up here. Because, have you seen what it's like up here? It's like paradise. Like, if you go to certain areas, it's like you can find beautiful areas up here, like cliffs and forests and meadows and everything.
Oh my
Beautiful.
god. That's
You should honestly, when you get a chance, look at Google Images. Just look at anywhere up here. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I will.
It's like living in the country, but not in the middle of nowhere.
Oh. Well, I think it's the end of episode 1 of Alb and Mike on the mic. I hope you really did enjoy this. Let me know. Let us know. Sorry, kind of used to doing videos in the comments down below. Anything you want to say, Michael, for the outro?
Don't destroy the planet.
Don't tell head. Stay awesome, everyone.
All right. Bye bye.